Welcome to the Litterbox, where we dig through the mess to find the stories, laughs, and unexpected moments that make life interesting. I'm Trent Anderson, your guide through the clutter, ready to uncover something fun today. Let's get it started. Welcome to the Litterbox. This is episode 9, and I'm here today with my guest, Jacquelyn Stockdale. Glad to have you, Jacqueline.
Glad to be here.
Yes, ma'am. This is a pretty important part of this season because Jacqueline, ladies and gentlemen, is the first girl in the history of the Litterbox. So she's making history. We're making history, folks. Jacqueline, glad to have you.
Hey, I'm glad to be here.
Thanks
for having me.
This is awesome. So, like I do every episode, I'm going to give some loving to the sponsors. Quick shout out to our sponsor, Mike's Furniture, right there at 2420 Memorial Boulevard in Port Arthur. Shout out to my guy, Mo Arif. When I was shopping for furniture, they had some of the best selection and pricing you'll find anywhere in Southeast Texas. Mike's has been serving Port Arthur families for years. You're not just buying furniture. You're supporting local folks who care about the community. So Mike's Furniture, we beat all prices. Tell them the Litterbox sent you. Mo, appreciate you. So, Jacqueline, you know I like to start off the show where I met my guests. It's just a thing I like to do. I do it every show. Sometimes I know them, sometimes I don't. But you graduated a couple years behind me, so we know each other pretty well.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
We know each other well. I remember you always rolling around with Bree, Amanda Stone, the Rockefort girls.
Oh, yeah.
Both Megan Rockeforts.
Right. Megan Rockefort, Port Neches, Megan Rockefort, Groves.
See? So, and then...
Let me pick a favorite.
Right? Don't pick a favorite right now. We'll do that later. And then, of course, like back in those days, I was rolling around with like Jordan Nicholson, Hardy.
Oh, yeah.
Probably got some stories.
The best of times.
You know, all those guys, Lopez, all those guys. So those were some good days. Like I said, some stories probably out there.
This is the only part of the podcast I was a little nervous about what's talking about.
She's like, don't bring up the story part, please. Okay? So me and Jacqueline have known each other for a long time. That being said, okay? So all that being said, let's get to the meat and potatoes, okay? I'm gonna try to make that like my logo one day, meat and potatoes. I'm gonna have that somewhere back here. But meat and potatoes, that's why we got you on the show today. I know you've been a big advocate for your daughter and a rare disease she was diagnosed with. Tell me if I'm wrong, called CLN3 Batten disease. Am I saying that right?
That's right, yeah.
Okay, I wanted to make sure I'm saying that right. This is something most people have never heard of, including myself. I didn't know much about it. So let's start there. Your daughter's name, am I saying this right? Isla.
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 Like island without the...
Okay, I pronounced the S.
Hey, literally...
Dummy.
Everyone. Bless her heart, whenever I named her...
I'm not the only one that says Isla.
No, everyone.
Okay.
In Southeast Texas,
because I've said Isla Maharis in Mexico, and I said Isla.
No, I had to be different.
Okay.
I couldn't name my
Isla.
child.
Susan
had to name her.
It's a great name. So tell us about Isla. Tell us about her diagnosis back in 2021. What that moment was like for you as a mom. So let's just start there.
So it's kind of a unique story. It's kind of crazy. So in 2021, Isla was in the first grade. And we noticed that she had some vision problems. Normal, super healthy kid, happy, smart, active, everything. Thought she had some vision problems. Her dad and I both wear glasses and contacts, so we were like, yeah, that pans out.
Okay.
You know, she just got some bad eyes. Took her for a routine eye doctor visit, and the optometrist, you know, they look in your eye, they take little pictures, and she pulled me aside and she said, something's wrong. And I'm thinking, what?
Just that easy, that quick.
Yeah, and she's like, yeah, something's wrong. She goes, you need to go to an ophthalmologist at Texas Children's in Houston, and you need to go now. And I'm thinking, oh, okay. She herself got on the phone with Texas Children's, and she looked at me and she goes, can you get there today?
Oh, my God.
And I was like, yeah, okay. So we drove all the way there. Mm-hmm. And they saw her. I mean, literally, we got in the car, drove straight to Houston, walked straight in, and they saw her. And they said, yeah, she has something called macular degeneration, which means the retina in the center of her eye is deteriorating. And in older people, super common. But when you see it in a kid, it's bad news.
Right.
It could mean a number of things. We don't know what it is, but we need to do a genetic test, and that will give us some answers almost certainly.
Okay.
So we're like, okay. I mean, it's all in one day. We're like, okay.
You're just getting hit hard all of a sudden, it's kind of blindsided.
Yeah. And they...
Terrible.
The doctor, he was working on a condition called Stargardt's disease. And that's where basically you just, from whatever age it onsets, you lose your vision and you go blind. There's no other health issues, but you lose your vision. And whenever he said that, I was like, oh my God, like, please do not let it be this. Please don't let it be this. So they did a little spit swab, sent it out. It took 3 months to come back, okay?
Wait. It took 3 months for the results to come back?
Yeah.
So, I mean...
I didn't Google it. I didn't do anything because there was
my hair would be out. I would be stressed. You're stressing for 3 months.
Here's the thing. It could have been a whole laundry list of things. And at that time, I was like, I'm not going to sit and read all these horrible things and work myself up until I know what the answer is. And then I will do research based off of what I know we're working with.
I'm going to wait to hear the results first.
Yeah, I'm not going to do hypotheticals. So
okay.
I didn't do it. But I knew that it was a range of things that were, I mean, honestly, like, best case scenario, your child's probably going to lose her vision to far worse. So then we went for the test results. This was during COVID time too, so it's just the two of us, her and I.
Okay.
And we go up there, and the doctor says, "Hey, okay, we've got an answer." And I'm thinking, great. And he's in such high spirits. He says, "Okay, so she has something called neuronal ceroid lipofuscinosis." And I'm sitting there going, I mean, that means nothing to me, right?
Like what is that?
What? And he says, yeah, it's genetic. That's about all I can help you with, and you're going to be referred to a geneticist, and they'll take it from there. He was very nonchalant about it, and he seemed fine with it, so I was fine with it, obviously. I mean, I don't know what he just said. I did, in hindsight, notice that the two resident doctors in the room were in the corner with just like pale white faces, and they wouldn't even look me in the eye. And I thought, maybe this doctor's just a real ball buster.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Now it kind of makes sense more. So Isla and I walked down to the car was valeted, and so I'm sitting there, on the bench waiting for my car to pull around, and I Google it, okay? And all that I see on my phone is blindness, dementia, loss of cognitive ability, terminal, life expectancy, late teens, early 20s at best, no treatment, no cure.
And that's terrible.
It's me and Isla sitting on a bench, and I can't freak out in front of her, okay? She's an 8-year-old girl. So they pulled my car up, and I said, park it again.
Go ahead and do another lap.
Go ahead. Go. So, and I said, hey, I forgot something. We're going to go back upstairs. So we walked back upstairs. I walked straight in that doctor's office, and I told the lady at the reception desk, I said, where is Doctor? And I said his name. And she said, he's seeing a patient. I said, okay, you're going to keep an eye on her. I'll be right back. And I just walked in the room.
You went in the room?
Yes, I did. He did not look surprised to see me at all. He almost had a look on his face of like,
oh, she's here. She looked it up.
He didn't want to deliver the bad news, which, hey, I don't blame him for that, but you do have a responsibility. And I said, hey, I just Googled this. Do you want to expand on this further? And, you know, he basically said, yeah, I'm really sorry, you know. So we saw a geneticist.
Holy cow.
And then basically, you know, there was a extreme grieving period that I went through. It was really bad.
Can only imagine.
But I really just kind of decided, no, I wasn't just gonna take it laying down. We weren't gonna just let this happen. If that is what is destined to happen, it will happen. But I'm gonna give it home. And that's kind of just the precursor to the past 4 years of our life now.
Holy cow. I mean, I'm speechless right now. That is, I just visualized all that in my head as you going back to that doctor's office room like, nope, you're going to have to talk to me. Don't you sugarcoat this type of deal.
Yeah.
And that is, oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear that. That's a lot. And I know that, you know, y'all have had to spend some money, you know, out of pocket and all kinds of stuff for all kind of different researches and things that you've done. And
so basically after she was diagnosed, you know, there's no treatment, no cure. I really did hit the ground running out of just sheer panic, I guess. I essentially stepped back and quit my job for a year and a half.
Yeah.
Also, I was pregnant at the time. So and honestly, it was a blessing, because if I were not pregnant, I think that grief would have gotten the better of me. And I'm a human. I might have turned to any sort of out, like some people do. I just need to have a glass of wine. I need to drink. I need to do something. I need to
and you're pregnant, so you can't.
The pain. But I love my unborn child more than myself, so I didn't. So I was so just focused and clear-headed, and it really turned out to be such a gift that I had to be 100% and just raw dog all those feelings.
No.
But it was helpful, and I started reaching out to anyone and everyone I could who was familiar with this rare disease. It's also called Batten disease, which is much easier to say.
Batten, yeah.
And I met some really wonderful researchers. I did my own research. I basically just went to Lamar University and spent days and days sitting in the stacks, reading medical books, medical journals, because it's not something you can Google and see a whole bunch about. You have to dig.
Because it's a rare.
So it's very,
now,
very rare.
How rare is it? As far as like, and I don't want you to have to give out exact numbers, but I mean, you know, is it one? It's 1 in 100. I don't know. Like it's a pretty rare.
I think if it's.
Have you ran into other cases in other families? I'm sure you've met with other mothers that have dealt with this.
So right now in the United States, I think that there's maybe like less than 100.
Less than 100.
Well, they don't have a long life expectancy.
Yeah.
There are a lot of families who are bereaved that I have met.
Okay.
But when you're talking about, and you also have to keep in mind that for this genetic testing, Isla to be tested and have her diagnosis before symptoms, that was not a thing. She was the first of her kind in that regard. Most of these families knew something was very, very wrong with their child.
They were a little late on finding out.
And they were misdiagnosed because genetic testing was not nearly as prevalent.
Okay.
So we were just sitting in a very different situation where, again, we're blindsided by a diagnosis where, you know, she's still a perfectly healthy child, where most families it's the opposite. They get a diagnosis well after their child has, you know, had really tough symptoms. So, yeah, no, it's rare, but there are other families looking that up and seeing what the future held was horrifying. I
can't imagine.
I just remember telling my family, like, look, I know you're going to want to Google this. Just don't do it. Don't do it, because we're not going to let other children's path define our own. And if it is, that's fine. But it's not something we're going to take.
We're our own story.
Yeah, exactly.
We're our own story. Let's see what happens.
Hey, and that's been the name of the game since then. And we have been very fortunate in that right after her diagnosis, there was a medication that came out that was already FDA approved for a similar lysosomal storage disorder. And they kind of tried it out on these Batten children and saw that it worked really well. There were 6 kids that started it as part of a safety trial. They were 17 and older, so they were pretty far progressed in their disease. It was well tolerated. The clinical trial just got put on ice. It's just a whole thing. The FDA is crazy. But we were able to get it off label. Problem is although her neurologist prescribed it and said, yeah, hey, this is, and also her neurologist is the principal investigator of that clinical trial. So there's no one that knows more about this
than
drug
the person prescribing it.
than him. He is the world authority, on this drug for this indication. And so he prescribed it to her. Now, this drug at that time in 2022 was the, I want to say, 7th most expensive prescription drug in the United States.
How much we talking?
If you get it domestically manufactured, it was about $100,000 a month.
And we're talking about a month.
A month, which is insane. We were able to find it manufactured in Canada for $18,000 a month. But still, who on earth could afford that?
That's a lot.
Our insurance said, absolutely not. We are not paying for this. There's no proof that this works. We're not going to do it. So our community came together and basically just had fundraisers.
And that's where No Bad Days comes from, the nonprofit. Going back to the money, that is a lot of money, but at the end of the day, I don't have any kids, but at the end of the day, money's not an object at that point. You would do whatever it takes to
saw off my arm if that was
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So the money, it sounds crazy to people, but you're going to do whatever it takes to get this done. And you spoke on the nonprofit No Bad Days. So from what I understand, a lot of your friends from high school stepped up through this fundraiser with to help with Isla's meds. It turned into something bigger. It ended up being pretty big. What does all that mean to you? And like the mission behind it, No Bad Days. I heard that's also like a family motto you guys go by now. Tell me a little bit about that.
So right after her diagnosis, whenever I really had no idea what the future looked like, we just decided as a family to make it a point that every single day we weren't going to take it for granted. And that's where we just said, you know what, no bad days. And with that being said, we also acknowledge that no bad days is a goal. It's not a realistic outcome, but it's just a goal. And so there were lots of bad days, actually, lots of them. But we worked as hard as we could to make it no bad days. And some friends from high school, and these were people that, we were not, none of us were best friends in high school or best friends after high school. We were acquaintances and we kept in touch, but, we didn't see each other all the time. These weren't ride or die friends. They were just people who knew me and felt in their heart that they wanted to give their time and their effort to do something to help someone that they knew, which makes it even more beautiful, And so they formed a fundraiser, just something. And we had several fundraisers from a lot of really amazing groups. There was Grants Guardians, Buxton Brewing, Nature's Brewing Company. They all kind of came together. But my friends from high school, they were not an organization. They were not professional fundraisers. They really were just some people who got together and said, okay, what ideas do we have? And they threw a fundraiser at Dillon's locally that was
I know a little bit about Dillon's. But no, that's so awesome and so special that all these people came together. Not only your friends, but like you said, acquaintances too. And that's very special what happened right there. And all that being said, I'd love to donate as well.
Well,
whatever I can do, let us know where the people can donate this. If you don't mind letting the people know where they can do this. And I'm not Joe Rogan. I'm not Theo Vaughn. I'm none of that. And I don't want to be. I don't have to be. I'm my own person. So obviously the following's not there. But for the people that are watching and me, myself, if there's anything I can do to help, I'd love to.
I really do appreciate that. Thank you. That means a lot. And while I will say that the great news that came out of that is we were able to pay for her medication out of pocket for 8 months, which
that's unbelievable.
$18,000 a month. You do the math. So our community paid for her to be on this medication. And after 8 months, and we went to her neurologist. We had to fly to Iowa to see her rheumatologist and her ophthalmologist. We went to National Institute of Health right outside D.C. every year for a natural history study. We had so much data on her that after 8 months of her on this medication, and nothing changed, nothing got worse, eventually our insurance had to look at that data and say, we cannot deny anymore that this isn't doing something. And so after 8 months, they approved it, which is fantastic. Yeah.
Let's go.
You have there are not words to describe.
I bet you were on cloud nine there
Well, for 8 months, I had a standing appointment every other day. I called Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Yeah.
Hey, guess who? And I don't know, I think that most of it was because her data was just truly, they couldn't deny it. And then the other half, I think they just were so tired of hearing me.
Yeah.
But whatever it takes, right? But I think the really wonderful thing is Isla's data from being on this medication, I have been able to openly share with other families who've been denied, when their insurance says there's no proof that this works. We've been able to use Isla's data and give that to other families.
And you're helping other families.
And other families have had the green light from their insurance to
That's
get this life-saving medication to their kids based off of Isla's data, based off of the generosity of our community.
Somebody cutting onions in here?
It really
Somebody cutting onions in here? Seriously,
it's so
I mean.
fantastic, and it's so hard. And here's the thing. She's been on this medication in November. We started on Thanksgiving Day, okay? 3 years ago, so it's been almost 3 whole years. And in 3 years, her vision has not changed. There have been no other symptoms. She just had her 12th birthday, and for a 12-year-old child,
I want to meet her.
With this diagnosis, it's unheard of. Even whenever other families and they see her at the doctors, they're confused. They call her the little unicorn from Texas. That's what they call her because she's in such great health. And it just makes me very proud that not only is she in such great health, but her being able to do this is really pioneering and opening doors for other families to have that same opportunity.
Jacqueline, this is something special.
I
seriously, talk about cutting onions and all that. So I'm fighting it over here. This is a freaking awesome. I say awesome, and I'm meaning it is. This is a special story, and oh man, I actually am kind of. I wasn't ready for this because this is there's a good progress going on with this, but I do have to give you a lot of credit because I feel like a lot of people, and I'm not going to say every mother, but a lot of people get this and they just let it overwhelm them and they're done. And then it is what it is. And that happens. But I felt like you said, no, not going down without a little bit of a fight. And you put up this fight and did what you did to get your daughter to this point where she is now. So I want to give you a big round of applause yourself because you did a lot to make this happen.
I appreciate that.
So seriously, and not only that, but these other moms that you've helped too. Like you said, it's just you kind of pioneered this thing, and you've helped a lot of folks. And I'm sure there's other people that are watching right now. They may be having a similar situation and can look up to you.
Hey, listen, I am. I'm not a lighthouse, but I am stubborn as hell. And, even when this all happened, my mom kind of talked to me and she said, it's so funny how pieces just kind of fall into place. I wouldn't say I was a difficult child, but I was not an easy child, especially in.
So your mom plays a big role too. She created you like this.
Even in my teenage years, my poor parents. I was not an easy child.
You've always had a pretty strong personality. I will say that.
Very strong-willed. I'm going to do what I want to do, and borderline obnoxious when I need to be just to get my way. I know how to play the game, and I don't really take no for an answer.
And you're smart.
And
I'll say that.
I'm a smart ass. I've always been that way since I was a little kid, and you know what? Even though it was my poor parents, they're saints, to raise me, they did such a great job.
Shout out to the parents.
Yeah, they did such a great job, and I know it was challenging, but my mom told me, she said, you know what, all those qualities that would keep that poor woman up at night turned out to be what it took to do what needed to be done to help Isla. So
that's so awesome.
It's kind of I don't know. It always stuck with me that she told me that. It made me feel good.
Praying for you guys.
Thank you.
Seriously,
Thank you.
I'm y'all's biggest fan right now.
I appreciate it.
I'm y'all's biggest fan, and I want to be along the ride. Honestly,
I appreciate that.
I got freaking tears in my eyes. Holy cow!
I mean, we're not stopping there. We're right now. Yeah, the medication she's on is working so good, and I'm really grateful for that.
Mm-hmm.
But also, you know, there are a lot of very important, amazing researchers and scientists and clinicians that are working on real treatment options. And I am very thankful that I'm able to travel to meet with them and be at, invited to different conferences, to have a seat at that table with that discussion. So, the future looks really, really bright for all children who are going through this. And, even though this diagnosis was really terrible, I truly do just look at it as the future is really bright, and I'm excited.
No, that's awesome. And like I said, praying for you and the family, and God, I wish the best for you guys right now. That's a lot to go through, and like I said, here's to being strong. And this is just it's great to hear the good news. It really is. It's great to hear the good news.
We're great. We have a great village. My family, my husband, and Isla's dad and his wife, and just our whole family. Everyone.
You got a good team. And you need a good team.
And it's
for something like this.
So blessed.
Yeah. No, that's just wow, Jacqueline, and that's why we got you on the show. But it's hard to leave that topic, right? But JC the other day had many hats. Jacqueline, she's got a few different hats too. And before I jump into your other occupation that you do, I got a quick second for another sponsor. Shout out to the Dudes Foods. Big shout out to Keith Bass and the Dudes Foods at 2119 Nederland Avenue. Or you can track down their food truck. They got smash burgers, brisket nachos, burrito tacos, chicken quesadillas, crispy golden fries. Every bite shows the care, the pride, and the quality. Tell them the Litterbox sent you. Keith, appreciate you, brother. Thanks for everything. And now, Jacqueline, let's jump into your career here. Like, you've been a professional photographer for about 11 years now, I hear. You run your own studio, and you create good moments for people, whether that's weddings or whatever the case is. What made you fall in love with photography, and why are you so passionate about it? Can you kind of let me know a little bit about that?
So, whenever I was a little girl, maybe like 11, 12, I just really loved taking pictures. And of course, this was the 90s.
We're going way back. We're going way back.
Said that. Yeah,
you're calling me out too when you're doing that, okay? Be careful.
So there wasn't digital cameras or anything, but my mom would buy me those, the disposable cameras, from Walgreens. When you're going on a field trip.
Oh yeah.
And I
know about this.
For my two younger sisters, I would set them up, and I would pin quilts to the wall and build these little sets and dress them up and take these pictures. And my mom still has them, and they're hysterical.
Yeah.
They're so funny. And I just loved it. I was like, this is so cool. And then fast forward a few years, I kept up with that. Fast forward a few years, there was MySpace, and everyone had to have a really cool MySpace picture. And I was like,
I didn't ever make your top 8, did I? All right, next question.
Listen, we're a decade later, but no, 2 decades later, still very sensitive subject.
Sorry to interrupt, but go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
So I took like all my friends' MySpace pictures, and I got a digital camera for my 16th birthday. It was like 2.3 megapixels. That was really cool.
Okay.
And I just loved it, and I was like, I'm getting so much more out of this than I feel like anyone else is. Like, and I would be like, does anyone else think this is so cool? And so then I told my parents, like, hey, I want to do photography. I want to go to art school for college. And the best parents, they were like, go, girl, yeah. Woo, we'll pay for it.
Okay. You're like, okay, that was easy.
They're like, but also apply for financial aid. So it's like, this girl, you do what you're going to do, but like, let's find some assistance.
I don't know why that was so funny, but it was funny. Well, okay, I needed that right now. Okay.
And so I went to Lamar University, and I studied
Harvard on the Natchez.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Go Birds. And I studied for 4 years under some insanely talented artists, and it really helped shape me to, the visual artist that I am today.
Mm-hmm.
I worked for another great local photographer right out of college for a few years, and then opened up my business and hit the ground in 2014. Hit the ground running, and I've just been doing it ever since. And I have the best job in the world. That's
so awesome. And like they say, you don't work a day in your life if you love it. Mm-hmm. So it's that all being said, I know. In photography, you're pretty good at lighting.
That's a big.
That's a big thing, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, I've been needing lighting for a long time on the Litterbox. I finally got it. I still don't think it's perfect. Jacqueline, it's not perfect yet. She let me know a little bit. It's not perfect yet, but she's gonna fix that for me. Okay, it's gonna all work out. But I needed you for the longest because I was using my phone and everybody was like, look, what's up with the lighting? Everybody's got these glares and what's up with this? And this is hazy and it's blurry and I can't see their faces. Like I said, we're working on it. We're getting somewhere right now. But then I told Jacqueline, hey, look at my lights. What do we got here? And she goes, got some work. You still got a little work to do. We got to fix some of this lighting, So it's moral of the story. Yeah, it took me 38 years to find out lighting's a thing. Like, I really never knew it was a thing. I thought, you want to be on camera? Have a light there and a light there. But no, it's more than that. Like, what's your backdrop?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like some, different days.
Skin tones?
I feel like the color shirts that I'm wearing do something.
Absolutely.
Is that a thing? I really don't know this answer, seriously.
Absolutely. There's no such thing.
Because I've worn, black before. And
I was like, one size fits all. There's no such thing.
Okay. Because, I've worn different colors before, and, my lighting on my face did something different. And I'm like, is it because of the color? I don't know. So, lighting's a thing, folks. So, I found...
You're very kind in your description of how I came in here, because I feel like I came in here like a brand new girlfriend with a bachelor pad. Like, we're gonna change this and this and this, and we're gonna. Oh, but let's do this. Do you have any paper? Do you have any tape?
I actually gave you all the G rating version of Jacqueline. She actually was like, "Okay, listen. First of all, I'm not getting on this before you do this. Okay, where's your printer paper? Okay, this is what we're doing." And I was like, "Yes, ma'am. Let me get the printer paper." She came in here pretty strong. But she's around this. This is what she does. So, if I can ask you, what's some of your favorite shoots? If that's a thing to ask, because if somebody's like, Jacqueline, this is what I want you to do, and sometimes you're like, okay, yeah. Or then you're like, oh wow, I kind of like to do this. I mean, weddings. Mm-hmm. Is there something that stands out a little more than the other, which you like?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So if you find a photographer who'd be like, no matter what you want, I'll take your picture. I mean, either they are insanely, just deliriously talented and energetic, I don't know, or maybe, I don't know, I wouldn't trust them. That's just a lot, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You kind of have to have something you focus in on. When people come to me and they're like, oh, I just had a baby, I want newborn pictures. I'm like, I have a great recommendation for
you don't want to do it? Or you just It's not.
It's just not my passion. I'm not great at it. And
Okay.
my studio mate is the best at it.
So you say.
So I'm like, hey, go to Crystal. She's fantastic. She's your girl. Now, I love weddings. I love weddings, and weddings is such a big part of my business. I get a lot of fulfillment out of weddings. I've been doing it for so long. I could literally do it in my sleep, okay? I've got weddings down, forwards, backwards, upside down. I love them. But if I had to pick one thing that is my absolute passion beyond everything.
What is it?
It's boudoir photography. Do you know what that is?
Say that again?
Boudoir photography.
Boudoir?
Yeah, do you know what that is?
What the heck is that, y'all?
I'll tell you, y'all.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. Be careful. You're doing ASMR now. I'm going to end up falling asleep. Don't do that.
No, you're about to wake up when I tell you this.
What is it? What did you say? Budapest?
Boudoir.
What is that? That's
Boudoir.
not a. That's a thing. What is that?
Very much a thing.
All right, learn me something, Jackie.
It's very much a thing because I lost count at
Learn me something.
500 clients. I lost count at. That's how much of a thing it is. Yes.
What?
They are women who basically, whether it is for themselves or for their partner, say boyfriend, fiance, husband, whatever, any age, just any woman who comes in and is like, you know what? I want to shake things up. I want to give them some spicy pictures. Okay? And spicy could mean...
You're not talking about...
Yeah, it could be anything.
Okay.
Some women come in and they just have a cute little...
What?
You know, a cute little, like, lingerie set, okay? And some women come in and there is no end point, okay? And I can absolutely respect if a woman comes to me and says, listen, I've been married for 20 years. It's our anniversary. And I want to blow his socks off.
I want to get a little spicy.
I think that, honestly, to come out of your comfort zone in such a way to give such a surprising and selfless gift, to keep that spark alive and keep that spiciness there, I mean, I can't think of any more generous or thoughtful of a gift to invest in your relationship. And I think it's beautiful. And I will say, come on, girl.
You're all for it.
Turn it out. And I will make pictures that make them look and feel like $1 million. I have women who come in my studio more often than not, literally come in to see their pictures, tears streaming down their face. My favorite is they will crop their picture for their Facebook photo, and so you can't see the whole thing, but it's just their head because they're so proud of their pictures and they want to share them. And so I'll be scrolling through and I'll be like, I know what the rest of that picture
I know.
looks like.
I have the actual picture of that.
But they're feeling themselves so much. They get full hair and makeup done by my makeup artist partner, Lexi Amy. So it's a one-stop shop glam day.
I know Lexi.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Lexi.
She's the best.
Yeah, no, Lexi.
And so it's a full day of glam. They just show up, have some mimosas, we have a good time, we play music, we do the shoot, they get their pictures. It is without a doubt the most fulfilling part of my job. And
So you actually enjoy that. You're like, this is going to be a good day. Because we got the...
I'm passionate about it. Like, every single time that I do a boudoir shoot, I leave a better person. I leave a better person. I love it so much. I'm passionate about it. And it is the thing I do the best. And it is, and I know how it sounds, it's the thing that I do better than anyone.
Don't bring her no babies though.
But don't bring me your babies.
Don't bring her your babies.
Bring me your boobies, not your babies.
Whoa! We'll have to edit that out. Not just kidding. But no, that's awesome. So you essentially you own your own business, right? So I'm sure there's pros and cons to that too. I mean, you got a lot of freedom when you own your own business, but I'm sure you stay pretty dang busy too. You don't have to have a boss. Like you're pretty bowed up in what you do.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of sacrifice. I mean, if you shoot weddings, you're literally telling someone, I will be there
The whole day.
no matter what. No, Trent, I don't think you understand. No matter what.
Oh, like no matter what happens to me, I gotta be at that wedding.
I have shot weddings with the flu. I have shot weddings the day that my grandfather died.
Oh, no. I wasn't thinking about all this.
I have shot weddings under other circumstances that are intense. Your commitment to what you do, you literally are saying...
You're going to the wedding.
I don't care what happens. You have to be there. And then whenever you take weddings, in 2017, I shot 42 weddings.
What? I feel like that's
insane. It's almost every single
That's
Saturday.
over average for most people, I would assume.
No, that's a crazy, and I would never do that again. I would not spread myself that thin again.
Is that like
It's almost every Saturday.
Every weekend you're doing a wedding?
You miss out on every family event, every birthday, but you know what? When sometimes there are times in your life where you're committed to your career, and that's the priority. And back then I was a single mom, one income, and like, hey man, I got bills to pay, and that's what I'm gonna do. So that's what I did. Luckily now I found a really great balance that I'm grateful for. And again, like you said, that freedom. Whenever Isla went through all this stuff, I was able to step back. If I had another career, you can't just take off for a year.
But to me, Jacqueline, that also says a lot about how good you are. I mean, if you're that busy, if you got something almost every weekend, says a lot about your talents as well. Let's be real here. I mean, if you're bad at what you do, or you're just mediocre, or you're not doing a wedding every single weekend. Let's be honest. So let me just say that. I'm not even going to let her, she don't have to say nothing. I'll brag for her, okay? This girl's doing weddings every weekend. She's awesome. You're good at what you do. So that being said, I say that word way too much. I'm going to put it on a shirt one day. But since you're good at what you do, you ever secretly judge people's Instagram?
That's all I do. I mean, that's my favorite.
Or look at something, and I'm not talking about my podcast setup. Other than that, do you ever look at something and say like, why was that angle there? Or they should have done this. Or that has to happen. Has to happen.
Okay.
Now, you're not going to maybe publicly say it, but you're thinking it.
It's called the curse of the critique. And yes, I am plagued by it. By any time I see someone's family photos where I can see the outline of their keys or their phone in their pocket.
I would never even think to look
whenever
at that.
I see...
That's a thing. You can see the phones are in their pocket. Like, I would never even...
Open Instagram right now, and I would hold your breath, and before you run out of air, you will find 5 pictures. At professional photos. Yeah. You're going to see all kinds of things. Or just awkward poses where I'm like, that's a weird choice, but I mean, okay, all right. Yeah, and again, so much of it has to do with taste, but a lot of it comes down to skill. And then that's with every career. Whenever you do something and you... that's all you look at all
you're gonna notice those things.
You notice them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Holy
I'm a perfectionist. Like you just could not even understand the level. And whenever I have my clients and I'm like, look, I'm a perfectionist, don't judge me. And they see me go Rain Man doing this, like scanning to make sure.
Not Rain Man.
I really am just like, because it's like there cannot be a hair out of place. There cannot be, the rings have to be perfectly formed. Like every single thing. But it's that is what makes the difference between a good photo and like, wow. So yeah, I'm
taking notes too in case I ever need some photos done.
Yep, hit me up.
I got you. Mm-hmm. So holy cow! So I'm gonna go a little outside the box here. It's a little segment I've been doing, where I just talk about random stuff or a random story that happened to me or something like that. And my stuff's always goofy. There's never normal outside the box stuff with me. So I was at Longhorn Liquor earlier getting a couple drinks. I like to stock up for the weekend every now and then. And one guy was like, hey, you got an account? And I was like, yeah, I got an account. I've been here a couple times. And he's like, what's your name? And I told him my name. And he's like, well, what's your number? Because there's 2 Trent Andersons in the system. And I said, do what? There's 2? I said, hold up. For one, I don't know who this other person is. What's his area code? Where's he at?
Identity fraud.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I said, hold up, because I'm in Port Neches. I'm in my territory. And I'm like, why is there another one? And just to let you know, I'm the alpha. If there is another one, just let him know that if he comes back to Longhorn Liquor. So this is serious. Like I actually did. Like if there's a camera on him, you're like, oh, this guy really said that to the guy. And I was like, I'm the alpha, by the way. If there's another one, just let that be known. So that Jacqueline, all this being said, there's a story behind this. So it reminded me of a story from like 15 years ago, a little younger. Okay, I don't think I would do it now as an adult. I don't think I would do it now, but I went online about 15 years ago. I was on Facebook, and for some reason, I got the bright idea to look up my name, and I was like, I don't know what I was doing, Jacqueline, but I was like, let me look up my name and see how many Trent Andersons there are. What am I doing, right? So I looked it up, and there was literally like 20 across the country and the world. I remember it was like a guy in Finland, like there was a guy in like South Africa. It was everywhere. And then like Canada, Florida, New Mexico. It was just, it was all over the place. So I said, okay. And I put us all in a group chat. I put us all in a group chat. It was 20 Trent Andersons in a group chat. And I like titled it. I think it was like, it was something like that. The Trentons Unite or whatever. I put us all in a freaking messenger and I messaged them. And I was like, just want to let you guys know, this is all of us right here. Okay. I didn't know earlier that there was this many of us, but I'm the alpha. All you other guys are just the betas. And I was like, from now on, you all report to me, okay? This is what we're doing here. It's a little corny, but I did this. I sent them this big message, and I was like, I just want to let y'all know.
Yeah, but no, I think
I'm the head honcho.
That's how it works. It's like calling shotgun.
But I actually really believed it, is what sat in my head.
The first one who says it is it, right? Yeah, no, I think that's just like the worldwide across all cultures, like a respected.
And I was like, I'm the head honcho of this. And then I literally found out there was a guy that was like, 230 pounds, like jacked, solid muscle. And I was like, okay, maybe that's the guy.
That's not the only measure.
But I'm not going to tell him that, okay?
But does he have his own podcast?
I knew I liked you, Jacqueline.
There's several measures of a man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Can he do his own podcast? Yeah. Okay. Can he get to episode 9 with Jacqueline?
God, I hope he doesn't have one.
So, what if he DMs me? Actually, I got one of those too, buddy. You're number 2. Okay.
Beta.
Yeah, you're the beta. So it's funny, and I remember like them all arguing in the chat, like because I got everybody riled up, and then everybody started going, sending pictures and getting rowdy, and I'm like, this has got to be the first.
So it wasn't a peaceful. It wasn't a peaceful.
It was a rowdy messenger, and I just wish I could have videotaped. Like, that can't happen often to people, like with that. Like, is there any Jacquelyn Stockdales?
So my maiden name is Eskine, so I'm Jacqueline and Eskine. Guess what? It's a lonely group chat.
She's like, yeah. If you want me in there talking to myself.
Yeah. No.
By the way. 30-something years later, I'm not going to say the second digit, but 30-something years later, that's the first time I knew how to say your name.
Yeah, no,
I thought it was Escogné.
Yeah,
everyone. Is that French?
It's Basque, which is close. It's the mountain range between France and Spain. So it's like half French, half Spanish, like mountain people. No one knows how to say it. I just encourage people to get creative with it. But I'm married now, so it's not my problem anymore.
I know.
Stockdale.
That's why I'm glad you're married.
Me too.
Because
for a lot of reasons, honestly. Like, how much time you got?
Because I'm glad you're. This has been great. I'm glad you're married because I didn't know how to say your last name, and I've known you my whole life. Because I was going to say Escogné.
In gym, they all call you by like the coaches be like Anderson, Smith.
Yeah.
No, I was Jacqueline.
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 They say it like a one syllable. Jacqueline.
But like I never actually. That's my first time, and I've known you for a while to hear your last name pronounced. Yeah. So I was like, I'm gonna butcher that. So Stockdale's a little easier.
So much easier.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's no other Jacqueline.
That was part of my like qualifications.
Escogné.
Eskine. Yeah. That's part of my qualifications for like a husband is must have. Super phonetic, easy.
Must have an easy name like Smith.
So easy. Like I want to be able to look at it, pronounce it. That's it.
Was that part of the qualifications? Like you were looking at last names and you're like, my last name's been hard for 30 years or whatever. No, we're not doing that.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
I need people to be able to pronounce mine.
Yeah.
That's part of it.
I mean, And luckily, like my husband Mitch is a wonderful person.
Yeah.
But really, what sold me was the last name.
So. So let's lighten up a little here. We've been talking about a lot of crazy stuff. You said it yourself. You're a PGA nerd. You're a golf nerd. And I just recently found that out. I say recently, over the last couple years. Yeah. I didn't know in 2007 that you were a golf nerd. Might not have been then.
I wasn't, no.
But you're a PGA nerd, and it's Ryder Cup season.
Yes, it is. Are you ready? Because I'm fired up.
It's Ryder Cup. It's Ryder Cup season, and I could just tell when I started talking about golf, you started getting a little chipper.
Let's talk.
Let's
talk business.
Is UCLA? Is USA bringing it home this year?
You know.
Don't be biased now, because you're from USA.
I'm not.
Actually, you're not. You're from the mountains of Bass.
Those are my people.
Did I say that right?
The Basque Mountains, yeah.
Basque.
You did a great job.
Am I putting a K on there?
It's BASQUE. Don't.
Basque. Okay.
Don't fact check that.
No, I'm not gonna fact check it. So, who's winning?
You know.
Who you got?
Well,
I'm gonna hold you to this because I'm gonna bring back the podcast and see if you got it right.
I mean,
who's winning?
Have you done your research on this? Are you familiar with where we're sitting at right now? Because I could go deep in the weeds with this.
Well, you can go deep in the weeds. I'm a big golf nerd myself, so we can talk.
You know?
But you're probably gonna go deeper in the weeds than I can go. But I know it's Ryder Cup season, and I know the players that are on both sides.
Mm-hmm. So
don't trivia me on that, but I know most of them.
We've got like three or four rookies. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And they're great rookies, like they're good ones. And I think that Europe has one. I think they have one. Their team is very like tried and true, the usual suspects. Okay.
Yep.
Whereas
they've been here before.
Oh, for sure. And yeah. And they whooped our asses last time. Okay.
Yep.
It was not even a fun. And also like
I remember that was brutal last year.
I couldn't even watch it. Well, I couldn't even watch it in 2023 because it's in Rome time, and so it's like I'm not.
You got to be up in the middle of the night.
Yeah, it's the same with the Olympics.
Yeah.
Like I did not watch it in. Real
I didn't
time,
watch it either.
And I hate not watching it in
because
real time.
Everybody already knows what happened. You might see it on the ticker already.
I just don't.
So yeah.
I want to watch it in real time. Like there's something that's just like a magic about it. Like that's how I want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do it whenever it's whenever it's that far away. Here, they're gonna be in Long Island.
New York. And
I feel good about it. Whenever they announced the captain last year, Keegs, love him. It was a surprise. It was a big surprise.
Yeah.
Because usually they're gonna go with a legacy player, okay, and very rarely is it someone who's still even playing, and even almost unheard of that it's someone who actually was a contender for one of those spots. You know what I mean? And he got shafted last Ryder Cup 2 years ago.
That's what I was going to bring up. Zach Johnson called him and said, "Hey, Keegan, sorry, you're not gonna make it this year." Yeah. He got the call. Sorry, and it's like, oh, well, this year there's a little different scenario. Keegs was the captain. And now, he had a little different challenge. Does he pick himself? Or does he pick another player? Captain's pick. And this got a little hairy, Jacqueline, because he was qualified.
Oh, yeah.
To make the Ryder Cup. He had a good season. But what do you do?
Also, let's not forget, he's a veteran of that particular course, okay?
Uh-oh, she's diving into the weeds.
Well, he knows it. He knows it well.
He does.
And this was also his dream to be on this team. Mm-hmm. Like that's all he wanted.
Right. My 2 cents. So let's dive in here to let the people know he didn't select himself. Mm-mm. He said, I'm just going to be the captain. I'm not going to be a player. Instead of being a player and a captain. Rory took a couple shots at him and was like, well, I know if it was me,
Rory.
And he did that thing. I wouldn't be a captain and a player. And he's kind of taking some shots. Do you want what I would have done or what I think should have happened?
Both. What would you have done?
What I would have done, I'm playing in that thing and I'm being the captain, right? Because I qualified. But playing devil's advocate here, I see why he did what he did, because he said, look, I don't want to take away another guy's spot. I'm already the captain of this team. This is a pretty big deal. I don't want to take away XYZ's position. I want them in, and they can be in here with me. Then again, he might have thought about, what if I happen to play bad? I will never hear the end of it, Jacqueline.
No, he only had one choice here.
And then now he's kind of the good guy. He's kind of the hero for letting another person
the risk
on.
was never going to be worth the reward.
Boom.
Ever. And
he wasn't going to win on that.
And also,
really.
being a captain, it's so involved. And so for him to, like, be out there and expected to do both flawlessly, I don't think that's realistic.
You're right. To get all the matchups in and all the scenarios and everything, and be able to get ready for his match.
Yeah.
It's kind of a lot. I mean, I know you got a
but it's not been done before.
Co-manager.
It's done before maybe in like the 60s,
yeah.
but like not in modern day Ryder Cup. Like, you just don't do it.
Mm-mm.
And the PGA, again, that's why it was such a weird pick for them to choose someone who was, qualified to play, because they don't usually do that.
Mm-hmm.
I know there was a lot of chatter about Tiger doing it, and that would have been great for ratings. It would have been so cool. People would have gotten amped about it. But when does PGA ever care about the exciting choice? They're never going to make the exciting choice.
They're not.
This was the smart choice. No, I think he made the right choice. And some people are going to say that it was like, that it was, he wasn't being brave I just think it was responsible.
Because there was people that grilled him for doing what he did. Oh, I cannot believe he didn't pick himself. He wasn't going to win.
No matter what he chose, there's going to be people
he would
who
have caught
say
heat for it.
No.
So, so I love that you love golf, because I love golf a whole lot too. And what if I ask you, Jacqueline, of a favorite golf memory or something that stands out? I mean, is it, Rory winning the Grand Slam?
Oh, gosh.
Is it Tiger doing his thing? I don't know where you stand and who your favorite golfers are and everything.
Okay.
So tell me about, like, a good memory for you.
Favorite golfers is tricky because, I feel like it's a tier, not a person. Listen, I love Scotty Scheffler. He does Texas proud. I don't care what anybody says.
No, I know. I know.
Listen,
my friends, I got my friends in a group chat right now. They're listening because we have Tiger Scotty debates.
He makes the game a lot less exciting. Okay, he does, because honestly,
this is me watching Scotty.
When you whoop everybody's ass that badly, so consistently, like, I love the meme that was like, said something like, I love seeing a week by week picture update of Scotty's son growing up, because
oh my God, that's true.
Like, every single win, it was just,
we see him every Sunday.
Bigger.
The trophy and the baby.
Exactly.
God.
Yeah, so it makes it less exciting, but I do think that he's a great testament to overcoming, like, mental hurdles and just, like, keeping it cool.
That guy's cool as a cucumber.
But he wasn't always like that. But yes, and now that he is, you can see. I mean, he's superhuman. He's
so Jacqueline, do you think that has anything to do with him winning it all? That he's on an even keel. He's not too high. He's not too low. I've seen him birdie eagle, and he's just like,
yeah.
And he'll bogey or double, and he's just like,
or he'll literally win a major and then go,
yeah, just a little, and it's just like, but a lot of people say he's boring, Jacqueline.
Yeah.
Like, he needs a little bit more fire in him.
Yeah.
And
but it's a fine line, because then you have someone
he's
like
figured something out.
You have someone like Wyndham Clark who has too much fire in him, and it's
my God, you did not bring Wyndham Clark.
Scale it back.
Wyndham Clark's over there beating the hell out of the locker room.
Also, Bryson.
And Bryson's over here trying to, yell at cameramen and stuff that are helping him find his ball. Like, I think it went over here, and he's like, get out of here.
He's such a dude, bro. I don't know. He's not my favorite. But I do think he's a great...
He's gotten better.
He has gotten
back in
better.
the Koepka days when they were both going at it.
But I love Brooks Koepka. I love Brooks Koepka.
I've actually...
Do you hate Brooks Koepka? Do you hate... Is it because of Liv, or is it just him?
I'm not a big Koepka fan, and I've met Koepka. We've done this.
What? Are you kidding me?
So you just fist bumped me, and I've fist bumped Koepka. And I was at the Players in Sawgrass on 17, and he was running through. I was wearing a shirt that said "I'm the Beast," and it was like I was being too cool in those days. I wouldn't wear it now, but like it was like 3 years ago. But I fist pumped Koepka when he was going to 17. I yelled at him and was real fired up. And this was like he wasn't like he is now. He was a little better then, but now I feel like he's just his personality.
Well, it's because he's been playing like garbage. He's
not a very likable guy.
I don't know.
But you like him.
I do like him. I love a bad
Brooksy.
boy. I do love
But
Bryson. But I even still, I think, even though I don't like Bryson, I think he's a great choice for this. I think he's a good choice for Ryder Cup. He's been playing super strong. Also, I know that this course, like, what I have heard and what they've said is this course is one with your drives. You've got to hit it really far. You've got to hit it really high. I mean,
and Bethpage is tough.
Who else does it better, right? That's what Bryson brings to the table.
Yep.
He can smack it. So
yep.
I really do hope USA wins. But
so do you have a favorite golfer? If you had to decide, it better be TW.
I really like Tony Finau a lot.
Oh, I have a picture with him. I've met him.
Do you really?
Yep. I met him at the
really
U.S. Open.
Tony.
Pebble Beach. I'm showing off now.
I don't know. I feel like I like a lot of
Tony's
them.
great.
I have a lot of them. He's really cool. I don't know. There's a lot of people. Obviously, Tommy Fleetwood's having a Cinderella moment.
Oh
right
my
now.
God!
He's
So happy
guy.
for him.
I know, he's a great.
That was killing me watching him
heartwarming.
kind of choke and then choke and then choke, and I'm like, he's due.
Yeah.
He's due, and then boom.
Yeah.
He
and
wins.
then I mean, Rory. I'm pretty indifferent to Rory. He's a great, fantastic golfer, and honestly, his Grand Slam. I was at my dad's house, and
that was a big deal.
No one in my family cares about golf the way I do, but they like almost like a little kid when they're watching like Sesame Street, like you watch it because you're in the room. That was my family, and so I like had tears in my eyes, and I was like, "Yeah."
I was happy for him too.
But it was just it was
But
really
it's
cool.
like you can still be happy in that moment, but and still not be like a giant Rory fan or like a big. You know what I mean? I was doing the same thing,
He earned it,
and that was special for him. I think I was more happy that he was happy, just as a good, a good person. But like, so, what's your thoughts on Liv? There's a lot of back and forth on that.
Yeah.
Are you okay with what they did, or were you
Here's
like,
the thing.
I'm Team PGA, they need to calm down with that?
Trent, if someone offered me
Oh God, I know where you're going.
8-9 figures, well, you can't blame them. You can't blame. Work less, go and do. I don't blame them. Do I watch Liv? No, I don't.
I don't either.
I don't. No one
I
does.
don't watch
no one
it.
watches it. And now I've heard that if you're there, like at the live events, like it's super fun, and I'm sure that it is.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I like golf because I love an every man for himself sport.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like that, like all the pressure on one person. I don't know. I just respond to that, I guess.
Yeah.
Because people think golf is dull, and it can be, but not on a Sunday. Oh my God.
Not at all.
It's the best. I have no women friends that can relate to me whatsoever. When I'm at the wine bar with my girlfriends and I'm like watching, like the tournament, they look at me like I am literally like they're sitting at a table with like a camel. Like they're, but it's.
And you're over here talking golf.
If they just gave it a chance.
Megan Brandon, shout out to Megan Brandon. She likes some golf.
She
She's got her husband.
I gotta hang out with some.
Scott is really good at golf. Shout out to Scott.
Some new golf girls.
You need some new golf girls. Well, like I was going to ask you, now that we're on the golf, your favorite major. Mm-hmm. You know your majors. What's your favorite one?
Well,
I got mine.
I will tell you that
Don't copy me.
Okay, I will just say that I'm part of the club where I get rejected from the Masters every single year.
That's my favorite one.
I get the email that says
that's the email, the dreaded email.
And it's like it's gonna happen, but you're like,
whoa.
But it still hurts. But it's an exquisite pain. It hurts, but you're
it's coming, right?
Yeah, but still, like it means something. I don't know. I do think that really is kind of like a gold standard because it's the same course every single year.
Yep.
And what a beautiful area. You've got so much a high variable with weather, with all these different things. I don't know. I think that it kind of is something that brings pop culture into the world of golf, and it kind of just like expands it and highlights a little bit. And I think that's always really fun and cool. No,
that was a great answer. And my favorite course is Augusta, and I've been. Now I went to the practice.
You just want me to leave. You're just making me
I know.
very, very
I'm getting
jealous.
some really bad looks right now. So
jealous.
I went to the practice round, but I still count that as going. I mean, I went to Augusta. I count that. So we won the lottery. I didn't, but the family members won. It was uncle, dad, something like that. I don't know if that was you or not, D or Chun or Bo. Shout out to them. But we went. And I'll tell you something about Augusta real quick, is that the TV doesn't do it justice, Jacqueline. Like,
the landscaping is artwork.
It's beautiful, right? It's beautiful. But when I was there, it was a little heavier than when I was there. But I remember just being winded. Like, it was really hilly. So you're like walking uphill a lot, downhill a lot. And this course is doing this. And on TV, it doesn't look like that. Like, Augusta's hard. Mm-hmm. So it didn't do it justice. And everything's perfect out there. The trees. I mean, if a pine cone hits the ground and falls, like, it's picked up in like 2 seconds. There's a little like gnome that comes out and gets it. Like, everything. There's a lot of weird stuff. I don't know if you remember, probably a couple years ago, there's a tree that fell in Augusta. I don't know what happened. It fell, almost hit a bunch of people, and I shit you not, in like 5 minutes, they like panned off and did whatever. And they're like, okay, they panned back.
Photoshopped it out of there.
The tree was gone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how did they get that tree out of there? And everybody's like, is Augusta even real? Like, it was a lot of that. And what's crazy, like, if you're looking outside of the Masters, like, you're looking outside, Augusta's a little, it's a little sketchy, you know? And it's kind of like the city.
The city, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just kind of, and you can't see the course from outside. Mm-hmm. They got these big shrubbery, tall trees that go all around the outside. So it's not like you can drive by and be like, look, there's Augusta. Mm-hmm. You can't. It's a hidden land, which makes it more that you're like,
more like mysterious.
I need to win this.
I mean, it does look so beautiful on the TV, but I don't know. Have you ever seen The Babe on a beautiful 108-degree day with the dead grass here in Southeast Texas? That's all we've got. Just kidding.
Are we talking about the same Babe?
The Babe, our Babe.
I mean, babes.
That's our.
Babe's our baby.
It's our Southeast Texas.
That's our baby.
Southeast
we may not like it,
right?
but it's our baby. It's all we got.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Babe. Shout out to the Babe. Shout out to everybody at the Babe. So we don't got a lot left. We're close to closing time, but I'm gonna get on. I'm not done with golf just yet. Scotty Scheffler, he's important, but my group chat has a debate. There's been some people that are like, "There's Scotty the GOAT," blah blah blah, and I got to say, hold on now, hold on, Jacqueline, pump the brakes.
Okay.
Got a guy named Tiger Woods that did a lot more than Scotty has. Believe it or not, you can go look.
Yeah.
At Scotty's age, Tiger did a lot more than him already, which is hard to believe. But what's your thoughts on that? You know, you got some people saying Scotty's the GOAT. Do you want to tell him to pump the brakes a little bit too? Or, I mean,
no.
Or is he on his way?
Yeah, here's the thing. If you look at career side by side, yeah, sure, Tiger maybe accomplished more earlier. To me, I'm looking at full picture. Scotty's he's not slowing down any.
No.
So
he's what, 30, 29, whatever?
He's not even 30 yet. Doesn't that
He's not 30.
Me?
He's not 30.
I hate that. He's not even 30 yet.
You want him to be older. Like,
yes.
You need to be older than that for all these.
Chill just a little bit. Go make a bad decision. Yeah. The jail time, not enough. I need more. But
I forgot about the jail time.
I think if you look at like full picture, right now we're still in the middle of Scotty.
Yeah. And
I think right now they're neck and neck, and he's not even close to slowing down. So in 2 years, it's not even going to be a question, in my opinion, unless something catastrophic happens. But at this rate, I mean, I just think he's like superhuman. And again, sometimes a little boring because he's so
special.
Much better than everybody.
He's special. And I want to show you something. I don't do this all the time. Hardly ever, actually. But I got a little clip here, and we're going to try to shoot for it here. Jacqueline, I want you to tell me what happens here.
Okay. Oh, boy.
This is Mr. Charlie Woods.
Yeah, Charlie Woods.
This is Mr. Charlie.
Hey, he's so talented. I saw that, yeah.
He gets a hole-in-one, but look at his reaction. He's like, okay. Little high five. If it's his second one at 15 or whatever, he's just okay.
But he's like,
look
it's
at
in
it.
my blood.
Look. Watch. Charlie. No big deal. Let me get the ball out. Let me fix my divot. Okay. Hold on.
I think maybe he's shy.
What is going on there?
I would.
Please tell me what's going on there, Jacqueline.
I would set the course on fire. I would literally be dumping out gasoline and lighting it on fire in celebration if that were me.
I am going absolutely crazy if that's me. Like, I don't understand. I really don't understand why he didn't just throw the biggest. He didn't even jump up and down or go wild. But
Trent,
is that Goat Jr.?
I don't. I mean, I hope so. Like, that would be really cool to see.
Second hole in one, no big deal.
That'd be really cool to see that kind of legacy, but I don't think that happens too often. I don't know. I think that there's a lot of like exciting. I don't watch Corn Fury.
I don't either.
But I only have so much bandwidth, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I also don't watch LPGA, but I do have a.
You don't give the girls the love.
Massive crush on Nelly Corda. I think she's so incredible and
I kind of
so
do
talented,
too.
and she's.
I like Nelly.
What a babe.
Yeah.
So I'll give her flowers, but like.
But you're not gonna watch.
Well,
yeah.
I listen. I'm not Buffalo Wild Wings. I can't have all the TVs on all.
If
the
it's
things.
Sunday, you're probably gonna watch the guys.
Yeah.
So I got to ask you something,
okay.
Jackie. You're the first female on the Litterbox. I mean, are we going to keep this thing going? Do you want to be the first female on the Gator Cup? I mean, hey, you never know.
Like, you want me to play?
You could play in the Gator Cup.
Okay, so here's the thing.
And we could have you and another one on another team. Now, all the guys watching right now are like,
what are you doing?
You're opening a can of worms.
They're probably like...
I'm actually going to be getting some hate mail any minute now.
Yeah, you're the guy who's inviting his girlfriend to his buddy's bachelorette party right now. Like, that's what
and they're like,
yeah, you can't. Okay, so here's what I'll tell you.
What are you doing?
That
was a joke, guys.
Personal, like, golf. I love golf, but me and my husband Mitch will go to like 500 or Top Golf if we're somewhere.
Yeah.
And just like hit balls. When it comes to like accuracy, like that's my favorite thing all day. My arms are like earthworms, okay? Like a robust earthworm, but an earthworm nonetheless. I can't hang. I'm just not that good. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So whenever it comes to like...
Sounds like a lot of our Gator guys.
Shorter range, like more accuracy things, like I'm all in. But to actually like play a course with a guy, listen, I can say where my strengths are, and I can say what my weaknesses are, and I will be the drink girl on the golf cart, popping everythody beers and cheers.
I love it. I love it. We got to go golfing sometime. That's
my capacity, and I would be honored to just be like the team cheerleader / drink tester for everybody.
Okay. Y'all heard that, guys.
I'd be good at that.
Y'all heard the answer. You heard it here first.
Jacqueline everybody.
Jacqueline may just join the Gator to open up the beers for us. So that's awesome. Jacqueline, I love talking golf with you. That was really cool. I'd like to take this time to shout out another sponsor of ours, Clean Cans, owned by Mr. Kyle Stutz. Clean Cans is a professional trash can cleaning service specializing in residential cans. Their state-of-the-art system eliminates 99.9% of dirt, grime, germs, bacteria, and foul odors that traditional household cleaners just leave behind. If you go to www.cleancans.com and put in the promo code Litterbox, you'll get 50% off your first cleaning when you sign up for monthly and quarterly service. That's valid through November 1st, 2025. Clean Cans. We strike out odor and bacteria. Appreciate you, Kyle. Thank you, man. So we're wrapping up here. Me and Jacqueline probably could have talked all day and night, but we're wrapping up here. Jacqueline, I really appreciate everything that you talked about today. The show was awesome. Isla,
thank you for having me. I had fun.
And Isla, I hope the best for her.
Thank you.
I seriously do.
Thank you.
I want to follow your story.
Hey, we have a Facebook group, and that's the best place because that's like the place I can consistently update everybody whenever we have, we do have to travel out of state.
Yep.
Several times a year to go to different doctor's appointments, Rare Disease Life. They're never close by. But it's Isla's Faith on Facebook. She also has her own website, www.islasfaith.com. I'm better at updating the Facebook page just because there's only so many hours in a day. But yeah, you can follow there.
That's awesome. And like I said, love to have you on the show. You were awesome. And guys, this has been episode 9 of the Litterbox. Please follow, like, subscribe to the page. We're just getting started here, folks. We're getting bigger and better. Episode 10 next week, next Sunday. Look forward to seeing you guys on the Litterbox. Love you guys. Have a good weekend. See y'all later.